everyone. So, have you ever wondered what retirement in a retirement community could look like? Take, for example, the communities I usually sell at are owned by a company called Parkbridge Lifestyle Communities, Inc. There are two in Niagara alone. One is Black Creek in Stevensville, and the other is Cherry Hill in Vineland. Both very different products or properties. So take Cherry Hill, for example. They're usually all brick bungalows with attached garages with inside entries and basements. Unlike Black Creek, they're not considered mobile units because there are no mobile elements left on them, meaning wheels. They're usually no wheels. They're placed on hurricane ties on concrete pads. And if they have an addition, it's usually sitting on stone. And that's something maybe that the home inspector would have to look at to see if it's been properly done or not, or may need additional support. So these communities are land leased. Now, land leasing is where a third party owns the land. So when you are under contract with as a buyer, when you go to purchase, you're basically buying the home, and then the third party has to approve you. In this case, if we're speaking about Cherry Hill or Black Creek, that would be Parkbridge. So you, as a buyer, you probably have lots of questions. If the seller agent has never sold a land lease property owned by Parkbridge before, you're going to want to hire a buyer agent that has done land leasing before. Because if you don't, where are your answers coming from? So, for example, how does Parkbridge raise the fees? How are the fees set? Are there multiple ways that they can raise the fees? And the answer is yes to all of the above. So what you're looking at is a company that will protect its interests and then can raise the fees. The interesting thing will be if you have a buyer agent representing you that doesn't know this information, then you're going to be uneducated. And uneducated buyers don't buy. They're usually nervous and will walk away. So what I recommend is that you really research your buyer agent to make sure that they are understanding of land leasing, or at least the listing agent is. That's where that can come in handy also. When I list homes at Cherry Hill or Black Creek, I do help the buyer agent, if they have never sold land or represented a buyer to buy land on a land lease property before, I really help them out a lot. And that's where my skill set comes in. So if you're interested in moving to an adult lifestyle community, and I have 2 listings right now and I have more coming up. So I have 3077 Sunset Lane. It's a 1,341 square foot home, a Vidal model, which is one of the most popular models because of its great room, or a very large living room, usually with a coffered ceiling, and that is the case in this listing, with pot lights, and it actually has a solar skylight, which is very interesting in the living room, so you always find that bright spot. 2-bed, 2-bath, listed for $684,900. I also have a listing at Black Creek. It's a corner unit. It's really nicely done, very modern and renovated. So it has a bright kitchen with quartz countertops. It also has plank flooring throughout, a nice wraparound deck, 2-bed, and 1.5 bath. Like I said, it's all drywalled, so that's very different in Black Creek. They're usually not drywalled at all. They're usually panel boards. And if it's a Northlander, which is an older unit, but of course they stand the test of time, we'll have slats for when they move the unit, put it in place. Those slats are usually wooden and they all need to be painted. Is unit 388, and that is $359,000. So if you're interested in either of the units, please don't hesitate to give me a call. And in the meantime, if you're interested in any adult lifestyle community here in Niagara to relocate or just to downsize within Niagara and move to, you need to hire a rep that understands land leasing because 99.9 do not. Vanessa Wilson, sales representative for Coldwell Banker Momentum Realty, and owner of Niagara Living Real Estate Inc. Have a great day.